Transistor radio repair, resurrection, restoration, let's make it work video. This is a 9 transistor AM/FM Westinghouse. I'm assuming this is probably Japan made. This is not US, but Westinghouse was good stuff, and 9 transistors is about the right number for an AM/FM set. So I'm going to be taking a hiking trip, overnight hiking trip out to explore a couple talc mines, and I thought it would be interesting to make it all one video. We'll try and resurrect this, get it working in this video, and then we'll just include the trip and the radio out in the middle of nowhere. And it's a model H919PN9GP, white. I like the ones where the board is the other way, where you can see the components. I like to see the components. It's pretty crusty. Pretty crusty. This is broken. I wonder if all the wires are connected. I hope. Pretty crusty. It's also sort of ugly. It's not a very attractive. But whatever, we're going to see how it really performs in a low signal environment. We'll put batteries in it, see if it does anything. It's not usually the way I like to do it. I like to look at the current draw. And if I can get it to work, I'll definitely go with the lithium iron phosphate 14500 batteries, because they're like, 2 of them weigh about the same as one of these. Well, that's kind of cool. A volume control, it just spins around in circles. Okay, nothing's totally quiet. All right, let's get it apart. Man, what a cluster. And those frickin' orange plastic capacitors. Those little orange tubes. They're either all going to be bad, or they're probably most of them will be good. Some discs, not a lot of discs. Those weird early Japanese resistors. Who came up with this contraption? Speaker is decent sized. There is some corrosion here. I imagine this right here could be why we didn't get any sound with batteries in it. And that broke off of right there. So that could definitely be one issue. So actually, I think it was broken in more than one place. I would like to see the schematic for this, and Sam's did cover it. It's in folder 76, which I do not have, unfortunately, or transistor service manual, because it's interesting. I only see one transformer here. Where's the interstage transformer? And this is all germanium. There's the 2 output transistors right there. So, yeah, I mean, it should have 2 AMIF, 2 FMIF, or 3 FMIF. It's got enough transformers here. I'm going to go in with 6 volts through here. I got my current limiting light bulb there. I think it limits to about 60 to 90 milliamps if I just short it. So let's see. We'll go in right here. Ooh, we have noise. Ooh. Let me dispense the FM. Deploy. That's the word. Deploy the FM antenna. Okay, the FM pickup unit has been deployed. Still nothing. Nothing. But hiss. We have hiss. We have waterfall. Okay, let's get the little micro spectrum analyzer and see if we have oscillator runnage. Alright, let's see here. There's a little bit of a learning curve here. Mode. Spectrum analyzer. And let's see, frequency. I don't know. Frequency start. Stop center. Let's put in 1 megahertz. Okay, 1 megahertz. Span. We don't need much. 50 kilohertz. No, let's do 5. Let's see what 500 kilohertz looks like. Let's see. 750 kilohertz to 1.25 megahertz. That sounds okay, because basically what we want to see is we want to see the oscillator in here, which would be the frequency plus 455. So I think that's about right. So all we need to do is take and lay the positive right here and then tune this. If it's there, we should see it. If I'm on AM, I don't know if I'm on AM. Okay, I'm going to switch this. Now you can do this with another radio too. You don't need some $50 Chinese item like this to do this, but I'm not seeing anything there. I'm not seeing anything for the... Okay, let's do this. Let's do, for the center, let's do 110 megahertz. And what's our span? Our span is 500 kilohertz still. So 109 to 110.250. That's gonna, so that it would be in the pretty narrow. Nothing. I don't see it on AM or FM. So I'm not seeing it here. So let's do this. Let's go back to mode. And then let's do signal generator. Let's do 455 kilohertz level modulation AM. Back. Let's turn it on. Let's see if we hear anything here. I think I got the level all the way up. So 1000 on. Nothing. It's like nothing. It's like totally dead. Independent of the capacitors being bad, we should see the oscillator running. This should easily pick up the oscillator on AM and FM. And this should pick up 455. I mean, it's just like there's no activity except the hiss. Oh, wait. Maybe the volume control is bad. So why didn't we see the oscillator? I want my TikTok. Okay, so we're at about 103 right now, so that'd be about 113 on here. Oh wait, why are we at 800 megahertz? So let's just put this at 114 megahertz. There it is. See it when I tune it? Let me knock the spread down here a little bit. Span, let's do 10 megahertz. That might be too narrow. Okay, are we doing play and learn right now? Center is 114, the span is 10 megahertz. 109 to 119, that should be good. Ooh, got your Shanae. There it is. See it? There it is. Wow, this must be low side injection. So the oscillator is running at 81. Usually they're on the high side. No wonder why I'm missing it. Okay, AM is dead. FM is kind of working. The volume control's jacked up. It's using low side injection. Okay, the reason why AM is not working is because one of these wires is broken off. Okay, this is a hot mess. There's several wires broken off here. Well, I disassembled it and got all the wires out, and it's basically a little tiny coil and a bigger coil, I think. Volume control is... Sounds horrible. Yes, you must. I'm gonna spray these things. This is definitely not high fidelity.
Showers later this evening for the Valley and Metro LA. 40% chance for inland Orange County. Lows tonight dropping into the 30s and 40s. So definitely if you're headed out, it's going to be on the chilly side. Tomorrow, those winds really strengthening, 15 to 25, gusts to 40 for the LA Basin, but to 60 and maybe even 70 for the...
That's with the antenna down, so the sensitivity is okay. Okay, here's what I did with this. I set it to go from 85 to 110. So... So that's all the way at the top of the band, and that is 96 megahertz. Yeah, this thing is low side injection. Really? Because see, this thing... Let's prop this up on something here. This thing is... That peak there is the frequency it's picking up, so... So 108 minus 10.7, there you go. That's a trip.
I think it's for the safety of the community. Actually not. It's like an ordinary flow of traffic. People are...
That's a trip. That's probably K-Earth 101, so 101 minus 10.7. Yeah, this is a trip. Let's see what...
There's more Best of the 80s weekend coming up on Coast 103.5.
Okay, so 103.5 minus 10.7.
Are you serious? It's your first
Where's
day
my
alive.
telephone? I'm me too
No, it's
stupid.
okay.
103.5 minus 10.7.
Destination to save on food, everyday items, and to find many great deals.
92.8.
Eating better or saving more.
There you go. It's low side injection. I don't think I've ever seen a radio that did that.
What's holding you back?
They're all,
You've always wanted to
the
know.
oscillator is above the IF frequency, 10.7 above.
Take just 50.
Okay, most of the electrolytics are totally dead in this thing. I can't believe it works as well and is as loud as it is. But the main concern here is this volume control. Well, let's resurrect it and take it on the trip. This is a 30 microfarad. That blue lead goes to the speaker. So that is measuring 3 ohms, but that's at 100 kilohertz. So this uses an interstage transformer and then capacitor coupled output. That could be why it sounds like such a tin can. Well, it's a 40 ohm speaker. That should have... Ooh, shaky. I could, like, yeah. There we go. There we go. Rock the Parkinsons. There you go. Roll it out. So it's a 40 ohm speaker. That's what should have tipped me off right there, that it's a direct drive. No coupling transformer. It's got an interstage transformer, not a speaker coupling transformer. That capacitor I was measuring, there's the 2 audio output transistors. That right there, it says 30 at 6 volts. Here's the plan for this. Number 1, test all of these capacitors with the ESR tester. The ones that are really, really bad, change them. We're going to eliminate these pretty orange little thingies, some of them. So, change the bad capacitors, fix the AM antenna, and I'm not quite sure how this hooks up. I know where 2 of the leads go. I have them pictures of where they were. One, of course, goes to the AM tuning capacitor, and the other one goes to this point right here that connects to the switch. So, first capacitors, then try and figure this out, and I'm going to just have to pull a bunch of SAMs and start looking at how they're connected in other radios. That's usually how I figure this stuff out. And then get everything hooked back up. And I think it's going to actually work okay. I don't think it needs any kind of alignment. These have wax in them. The IF transformers have wax in them, and it doesn't seem to have a sensitivity problem. So I think the AM will work once we get... I'm still tripping on that low side injection, sorry. I thought these coils were like... I don't know, maybe I'm being stupid. I thought these coils were standardized. You know, these oscillator coils. Well, I'm trying to fix this antenna, and this is a big pain in the ass because there's a big coil, which is for the antenna, that goes to the capacitor, and then there's a small little coil that's about, I don't know, 8 or 10 turns. It's for the oscillator, and that one came completely unwound. So I don't know if I wound it the same direction. I don't know. Yeah, I'm working on trying to get this thing back together. If you ever encounter a small portable AM radio like this, and it just doesn't work, always check the leads from this antenna, because this antenna is part of the oscillator circuit. And more often than not, I find these leads broken, and I fixed a whole bunch of these antennas. Unfortunately, the small coil on this one came unwound. I don't know if I rewound it in the right direction. I don't know if that even matters, but I'm trying to figure out... I pretty much know this goes to ground. Okay, this is one coil from here to here. We know that this was connected to the capacitor right there. This was connected to right here. Originally, this pad was right there and it peeled off. That connects to ground, I believe, because that's the big coil. These other two, the white one, now I don't know where this one connects. It could connect right here. Otherwise, I don't know. Definitely sounds like it wakes up. I moved the dial a little bit.
Financial protection and innovation under the California finance law.
Yes.
Okay, Jeff, a little bit of good news here. Two, and they become two siblings, two.
Times when you're younger, your food, shelter, clothing, that comes from. You're supposed to work. You're supposed to build savings. You're supposed to save.
You can have a guaranteed pension of $40,000 waiting for you. Before the split of a zygote into freeway and down the embankment they may have.
Very deaf.
Mostly in the upper 50s, low 60s. Orange County, the valleys, and Empire. Temperatures.
I think I got something way off here. I think it got screwed when it fell.
Weather service. No problems, but people.
Yards to go first down. We're inside 7 minutes, actually coming down to 6:10, 6:09 to go. Here's the third quarter tied at 14. Big play here for the Houston defense. They got to try to get a stop, a complete pass, because Indy's probably going to try to at least get themselves in field goal range, what they could probably do with about 4 or 5 yards. Colts 0 for 6 in third down conversions in this game. Double wides far side right.
Why is it so deaf?
네, 그래서 그런 밴드를 이제 다른 멤버들이 조금 부족해서 이제 만들다 보니 그럼 몇 분이 계신 거예요, 밴드 멤버들이?
저희가 이제 4명이 있습니다.
그 4분 중에 멤버 중에 한 분이 또 이완님.
Looks okay.
거고요. 네, 지금 뭐.
Well, I reversed the coils here and it didn't seem to make any difference. I don't know if it would, because if I wound it backwards, it seems to work okay. It's just quiet. It's just deaf. There it is, right there.
Cherry, really right when you get beyond Lakewood is when everything comes to a halt. But again, that should not take more than a few minutes. Not too far from there, we told you if you're on the 605 South, the connector.
Okay, so that's 1070. Boy, you're just all over the place. Oh, it wants to figure that out over there. Let's do this. It's picking up all kinds of trash. Span 2 megahertz. Let's make it 1 megahertz. So 1070 plus 455 would be 1500 kilohertz. There it is right there. KNX.
People.
It's 15025. 1.5 megahertz. Come on.
Rain on the head into late tonight and into the early part of Sunday, but the biggest impact will be the snow. Low elevation snow impacting our mountain passes. With numbers in the upper.
Actually.
Okay, this is probably a no-no. Back. Mode. Signal generator. Come on. Where do I touch you to make you do me? 55 kilohertz. Modulation. AM. On. That is very weak. You can barely hear that. Shit, was that not the right one? I want yellow, white, and red. Yellow, white, and black. What do we have? A bad capacitor in that IF can? Well, this is a little concerning. AM is yellow, white, and black. And I'm not getting... Usually, when that happens, the capacitor has gone open in the IF can.
Or visit West Medical.
Del maestro León Krause. Podcast.
De tus antojos.
Un minuto para...
Legal representation can construction of your life. Deepen enter 888 OPO wins.
We've all been in that situation, you know, you or you know someone who is suffering from a cough.
See how there's two radio stations running on top of each other? That's like bad IF can. No capacitor in the IF can to give you that really narrow defined peak. That little narrow band pass. So you don't have any gain.
And if you're saddled with one of these...
Because this should be a hot radio with 2 IF, and I went through and bridged all the capacitors. I love it. I took it off the board. You can see the capacitor there. Don't know if it's bad or not. Sort of think it is. But I thought these things usually squeal and all kinds of other stuff. The symptom is poor sensitivity on AM and not really a defined IF. KNX was bleeding over stations on both sides of it. Now, it could very well be something with the antenna I screwed up. That's very possible. But when you turn an IF transformer and it doesn't make any difference, you have to be suspicious of that. An IF transformer should have a very defined peak. Or not really very defined, but you saw how defined the other two were. So we can do a couple things. We can substitute it. If I could find another one, we can scrape that capacitor out of there, and then put a variable on the bottom and see if we can tune it. And if we can't, then we ruined an IF transformer. Or I can put it back in there and try and just parallel, assuming that one's open. But it's not shorted, I can tell you that, because I'm measuring it with this. Parallel another one on the bottom and see if we can get it to tune up with a defined peak. Or I could just put this thing in a box and put it in the closet and pull out another radio and let's go on this hiking adventure. I think maybe I'll try substituting it. I did find a replacement. Look at the difference in the capacitor. Capacitor on the left is the replacement. Look at how tarnished and black the one is on the right. Now, I don't know if they're the same, because this is AM/FM and this is a stacked IF. I don't know if they're the same transformers as just a standalone AM-only set. Well, we're going to find out. And I don't... but yeah, that capacitor and the one I pulled out of this radio looks black. Well, here's sort of the test. I got it in there. Doesn't seem any hotter, does it?
.com.
We had it for 35 years. Super smart voters of 1986 had said we need to create parent-child transfer exclusion. Taxpayers Association has been working for the past several months to get on this ballot.
Review.
It is making a difference. But it seems off. And I wonder if that's because it's the wrong IF transformer for a stacked IF. Now, I think when we were turning the other one, it was making no difference, correct? See how narrow that peak is? Yeah, inconclusive.
Suffers, all the members suffer with it. Experience the world's largest reptile. Miércoles a las 7 de la tarde. 우리기 8분.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about this. I went back to the other one. I did not take the capacitor out. Adjusting this one makes no difference. I'm gonna sleep on this. It's kind of hard without the schematic, which is available. And I don't know, that yellow core should have a very defined peak, and it has nothing. But I don't even know if I have everything hooked up right. I really don't. I have nothing to reference, and the leads were really just broken off the antenna. And the FM is plenty loud, so it's not a capacitor thing. I went through and I jumped all the capacitors. ESR is really bad on a lot of them, but pretty high impedance circuits, you know. I tried jumping them with this and it made no difference. So that should really have a defined peak like the other two do. And I got to get to the bottom of that. Do I have something hooked up wrong? Is there a bad transistor? I don't even know if this thing has an RF amp for AM. I don't know the configuration of this because I don't have any service data. And it's too damn tight and compact and small to try and figure it out. I was digging through my transistor radio collection. I found this Westinghouse. And this is about a year older. This is like 1966, the one I'm struggling with. And this is also a 9 transistor. It uses the larger IF cans, and it almost seems like it's built by the same people with the single transformer. So this is a very hot radio. This is how I would expect this to perform. I mean, this thing is.
It's very easy to look at that and think that it is. Slower. No, estamos Kelly.
No, the bottom line is
Do you reckon? Whether it's Haiti, name.
테마에 금성을 세워놓고 그걸 하느님이라고 그 앞에서 묻고 마시면 뛰놀았어.
Let's see if we could get the this is a test girl on this, but I'm not going to deal with that. So I pulled the schematic on this. I actually have the schematic on this one. And I might not have this antenna hooked up right if it's the same as this one. You really need the service data when you find stuff like this with cut wires. That white wire that I soldered right there, I don't know if that's right. On this one, it shows 2 of the leads going to ground. And then the one lead going up to the band switch. I'm thinking I'm going to try and move that white wire that I soldered to that unknown thing to ground. Well, I connected both of them to ground, and it made no difference, really. And being connected down here or being connected to ground, it made no difference. So I tacked this capacitor across that IF can.
¿Cómo se llama la caricatura de Tommy Jerry? Tommy Jerry. así dice. Chicharito y Kaden Cowell tienen rabiando a todo el americanismo mientras ellos contrataron a la basura de Cal.
Let me see some.
Qué joder.
Let me see some. You need a signal generator. No, makes no difference. I'm on the wrong track here, and I can't. I'm on the wrong track here, and I can't possibly get on the right track without the right service data to know that I got the antenna hooked up to the right spot. Okay, I got to get the service data on this, and I'm just going to reach out to a friend and ask him to send me some pictures. I think he has the book. I can't even find much information on this radio online. There's a reference to it on Radio Museum, but that's it. There's none for sale on eBay. There's no postings about it on the Antique Radio Forum. I don't know if this is rare, but it would certainly appear that there's not a lot of these out there. So let me work on the service data. If I don't get it before the trip, then we'll do the trip and do the radio, or I don't know, we'll do something. Okay, I hate to do this, but in the name of science, let's see if we get a sharp peak on this yellow. Very sharp peak, and it was way off. And yeah, I just lay that right there. And I am on 455, right? Let me make sure. I am on 455. It was off. That should wake this one up. Well, according to this, which I have connected directly to this, it's pretty close to 455. I wonder which one is drifting around. Okay, well, my homeboy came through with a picture of the schematic, which I have to admit I never would have figured this out without this. And so thank you very much for hooking me up, because I never would have figured this out. So that lead, this white one from the antenna that I had connected to this blank spot down here, this blank pin, and then I connected it to ground, it connects right here to this thing and this 5.6K resistor, which is right there. Right here. I never would have figured that out without this. And that provides bias to the transistor. Now, I don't know if that's going to make the first IF start working, the first IF transformer, but we definitely got to get this thing connected to the right spot. So let's play with that. Well, I think that does wake it up, because listen to the difference.
Valid only in the continental U.S. and
Everything.
Toyota, let's go place.
Positive impact.
Oh yeah, that makes a huge difference. That's what I was looking for. Well, it looks like my beloved soldering iron finally died. You know, I've had this since I was in high school. You know how much stuff this Weller has fixed? This has been the best iron, and it doesn't get so damn hot that it oxidizes everything. Yep, it looks like the element went open. Wow. You know how many hours this has on it? Damn, that's depressing. So back to this. This is in the FM position. So when this is in the AM position, of course, it's connected down to that, down to here, and it's getting its bias through here, which I did not have it connected to the bias. So basically, not having that lead connected to the right point essentially had, well, the AM converter would not have been getting any bias. I don't even understand how it worked. But I think the AM converter drives directly into that first yellow IF transformer. So that might make sense. If the transistor wasn't biased properly, there might not have been any gain in that stage. That's why we weren't getting response from that IF transformer.
888-914-91.
We have an undocumented population. 4659.
The small business bonus. For a limited time, you can get up to a $1,000 prepaid card when you switch.
About my practice.
Well, that woke it up, didn't it? Oh, yeah, a little Barbra Streisand effect. Memories. Wow, that woke it up. Wow. Sorry, the light is... Imagine that, it works now.
Began to enhance the relationship, and I began to see, oh, these easier. I'm actually working too hard. You know, I'm working against.
Okay, do we want to try and get the "this is a test" lady?
I mean, honestly. Testing. This is only a test.
There you go.
This is a test. This is a test. This is only a test. This is only a test. Today is a great day testing. This is only a test.
Wow, this is a hot radio. So you can hear the...
This is a test. This is only a test. This is only a test.
You can hear in the background, you can hear the DX station, which is out of Mexico. And I think this is a Caltrans road sign. And I think this is on like 1710. That's why you have to tweak the oscillator up to get it. Wow, this is a hot radio. That's what I expected. Chasing my tail because I didn't have the service data. Listen. Listen in the background. You'll hear a Spanish station.
Today is a great day testing. This is only a test. This is a test. This is a test. This is only a test. This is only a test.
금융자, 커머셜, SBA 융자, 급한 하드머니까지 모든 융자.
Right after Christmas, but the Black Mayor's administration extended it by 2 weeks. That means migrant families have to pack up from the hotels they've been staying in and reapply for shelter. However, advocates are concerned families will be relocated and many...
No soy ninguna.
Radio app. Esposo puede ser. Alcanzar la fama.
Information Network and VINnews.com.
With 100 corruption and passengers and crew boxes dance.
Big news right now, of course, is Odyssey declared bankruptcy or filing for bankruptcy, and that's KNX, K-Rock, a whole bunch of them that were all CBS stations, so not doing well.
Blocking the carpool lane heavy as you're coming off the Sherman. Doc. The next court hearing will be March 1st to set a date. Burrell has more.
Preventing people from
That should adjust the antenna, not the...
epidemic taking place right now. Yeah, okay.
I don't know, that's tough to adjust. Gonna do just a kind of a quick and dirty rough alignment here on the FM. I'm going into the antenna with 10.7 megahertz, no modulation. I've got the meter on voltage. I'd usually use an analog meter, but for this, I don't know, quick and dirty. I marked the 10.7 coils, and then unfortunately they don't really give a good way to align the discriminator or the ratio detector, except just peak it for sound, which I don't like that. So here we go. I don't think these are very far out of alignment. I probably should not be touching them. Yeah. In fact, let me mark that one where it is. Okay. That one was a little bit off, wasn't it? Like, why did he get quieter and I ended up unscrewing that thing all the way? I don't quite like that. Alright. This is what it says. DC probe from point A to ground. Adjust for maximum. Output meter across voice coil. Adjust for maximum. On the FM? Really? That's A11. That's the detector, the ratio detector. So let's see. Modulation. FM. What's the FM deviation supposed to be, like 75? Let's look at that with the scope. Wow, that looks clean. Look at that. Anyway, I'm going to turn this. Yeah, I can hear the distortion. Boy, but this is going to set a record for clean. Look at that crap. No antenna on it.
Possibilities including those of International Criminal Court. The Iranian capital city of Tehran has hosted an international conference dubbed Lieutenant General Qasem Soleimani, Defender of Human Rights. Participants discussed how the top anti-terror commander fought against injustice to uphold human rights in the region.
No antenna. Yeah, it sounds clean. I got it right.
Live, Mario Courtney Lopez here, back in the mix with big 2024 vibes. Today, we are celebrating a big anniversary for one of the best shows on TV ever.
We're also going to learn a new life hack in Courtney's Corner, but I want to talk about the Golden Globe.
No difference. Bypassing that, I was going to just put this on the back to keep it all original. And I'm not hearing a difference with the bypassing that speaker coupling cap. So, all original caps in this. I went with lithium iron, my two lithium iron phosphate 3.2 volt batteries. So that gets the weight down. They're rechargeable. I think we're ready to go here. I got to just button this up. I put silicone there to hold the antenna. This thing is tight now. There wasn't a whole lot wrong with it. What did we do? Get the antenna fixed, alignment. That's really it. This is what was Channel 6, Radio Guadalupe, before they went to just FM only. Television Channel 6. Oh yeah, cough into that mic. And then right above it is K-Jazz, which is very weak.
Remember people's names or forget, what they said 3 minutes ago.
It was something he ran on. And his office said that people...
is very, very credible and got authentic and has to be taken seriously. And the fact
Nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued Now that I know, control relief, and say yes to healthy nerves. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended.
No double hump. You can tell the alignment's perfect. It's clean when it's tuned. We got this one right. Let's try AM and then let's head out.
KCBS. Continuing your news watch, a world-famous sign that welcomes visitors to a world-famous winemaking region.
Come on, think about it, people. Yeah, well, I have a similar story. I work harder than my son. No, the sad thing about if you're a marketer, go to
천주교를 받아들였던 사람들은 거의 다 남성이었는데요. 시간이 갈수록 박hen 시간이 길어질수록 천주교의 많은 성도 수를 이 여성이 차지하는
See if it'll get KTNN.
people we are today.
We're absolutely thrilled.
Our Houston resident.
The Angie's List you know and trust is now
Night without their children because they are left unprotected in this attempt to just let everybody out of jail.
The Morning Answer, weekday mornings at 6. Stream us 24/7 on our mobile app. Breaking news and talk you can trust. This is your one-stop shop for everything going on. This is the place to be. To hear everything you want. You'll find it all. The audio everyone is talking about can be found here. Don't go anywhere. You just might miss it. We are AM 870. The Answer. I'm eastbound, right?
Big.
Gotta turn it on. Well, you can hear it heterodyning with There it is. There's KTNN. Yep, this is a DXer. It's noisy, but it's a DXer. Okay, here we are. This area is called Little Afghanistan. And we're going to try the radio out here. Over that way, over that mountain range is the one of the military training areas, the Palms training area. So we're actually going to a talc mine, that white stuff that gives ladies cancer. We have to cross over those sand dunes, and we're gonna go explore the mine. And I want to walk out away from the road, get away from the power lines, and then we'll try this out. Those sand dunes are going to be fun to cross. There used to be roads that went out here, but Hurricane Hillary just annihilated this area. You can see where the water was flowing down through here. And we got to go out. It looks close, but it's about 5 kilometers to our destination. And we got to pack out there. You can't drive out there anymore. Roads are just gone. Probably about halfway to the sand dunes. I haven't fired the radio up yet. Yes, I'm wearing gloves. You know why? Because it's like 3% humidity out here, and my hands will just dry out and crack and be super nasty and hurt. So anyway, we got to get over these sand dunes, and the closer we get, the bigger they look. But I'll do a 360 here. And the sand doesn't seem too bad if you don't break the surface tension too much. But anyway, there are the sand dunes. And sand dunes form because of the air currents. The air currents in this valley end up during windstorms depositing all of the sand and dust into one spot, and over the course of many years these form. All right, we're going to test these out. Actually, we'll just test out this one right here. And we're on the sand dunes. Wonder if they have anything like this in Toronto. Just gonna lay down on the sand. It's kind of like being on the beach, but there's no salt, right? Yeah. Right, here we go. We'll probably test this one out later at night. Okay. Let's do AM. Crap, we're gonna have to deal with the clicking from the recorder. I was just getting something a minute ago, but I was standing up too. Oh, yeah. Actually, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. We're on the middle of little Afghanistan. Picking this up.
Program for people experiencing poverty. In 2018, we launched the Magnolia Mothers Trust.
You did? You always get NPR. Doesn't matter where you go. It's taxpayer funded, blanketing the earth. Pretty good. Should we compare it to the other one?
Yes.
Okay, here's the... too much sand. Start over again. Let it go. We'll just have to roll out with the cigarette voice. Okay, here we go. Here's the Westinghouse. It's a little bit sticky here. Actually, I'm going down. Let me go up. They seem about the same. This one has a better signal to noise ratio than that one down there. That one's got the noisy germanium transistors. The sand's giving out on me. Sensitivity's about the same. It's just the signal to noise ratio is a little better on the other one.
You and a friend. You'll see the Golden Knights take on Nashville March 26th.
Sorry, this one smokes the other one on FM. Who's that, Papa Roach?
That is Papa Roach.
Okay, pause it.
Okay.
Okay, we're comparing here. You got both of them in frame?
Yes.
We got the Papa Roach on this one. It's VHF, so it's real fickle. What am I around there? Oh, now we got God, Tom Sawyer. Why am I blanking out?
Some Rush.
That's it. There it
Yeah.
is. Sand dunes are eating my brain cells. No, this one wins.
Yep. Yeah.
This one wins.
Yeah, that one just blew it out of the water.
Get the antenna links of both of them.
Okay.
See, but we're kind of in stereo here, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, this one smokes this one, and it could all be antenna length. All right, let's get to our destination.
All right.
I sort of believe I see our target there. I'm going to try and zoom in on it here. Oh yeah, look at that. It's hard to hold it at that, but there it is. That's where we're going. This is where we are. This just looks wild. You see the road used to be right here, and the sand just completely covered it up right here. See, there's the road there, and then here's the road here, and the sand just over the past, whatever, probably 50 years is just completely clinko-twinkulated. It's like walking on the moon. This is so wild. Check that out, how there's a defined peak. That's pretty cool. It's amazing that that survived out here with the wind. And then, of course, this down here, they just back a truck up and dump the ore. I guess talc doesn't take a whole bunch of refining. Got to get your cancer on as quick as possible. I know it's windy. Can't do anything about it. Let's hope that's open, because that's where we're spending the night. It's open. It's got some sand. We did bring some rope. I got about 230 feet of 8mm, and this is, I don't know, it's not that steep. Maybe 45 degrees. But since it's sandy and we have rope, we're both wearing riggers belts. We will, let's see if this is, no, that's not a, I mean, I guess we could probably tie off right there where that roller is. What do you think? We're not going to be putting our full weight on it. Yeah, that's not going to go anywhere. But yeah, check this out. Wow, this was a fairly substantial pile. So there could be, I don't know, half a mile of workings down in here, maybe more. They really built this thing to withstand. I'm sure it can get hurricane force winds out here, over 100 miles an hour, don't you think?
Yeah, I'd say so.
You can see the concrete footings. This was not a budget operation. This is a thing of beauty when it was built, too. I don't know. We're trying to figure out the year. There's no information on this that I could find. Check out the square bolts. It's not just nailed together. It's like nut and bolt, big time. All right. You want to rig up and we'll go down in? There we go. Okay, Matt's going first.
Yes.
And you really don't need rope. Go ahead.
Yeah.
But it's just that the sand is kind of
slippery.
Yeah. So the way these mines work is about every 100 feet there will be a tunnel level, and then they kind of stope it from there. They take out what they need. So we want to camp in here because it'll be close to freezing out here tonight, and if we can find a place that's, you know, clear of asbestos talc dust, and that's a good spot to hang out, we're gonna kick back in here. Well, there goes the help wanted sign. Hell, yeah, you don't need a rope for this. Just dig right into the sand.
I found that other hole.
Okay. Oh, wow. It starts to get hot right here.
Yeah.
This would probably be a good place to camp right in here.
Yeah.
Because, so the temperature in here is the average of year round. So, since it's so damn hot out here most of the year, how about this way? Let me have a look. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is... I kind of like this area because there's plenty of airflow, like right here, man.
Yeah, right down here.
I mean, we could just camp right here and just get everything full of sand. Yeah. Everything full of sand. Yes, everything. And the closer we are to the surface, the more likely we are to probably get radio stations.
True.
So we'll have to play with that, but this is good.
Yeah, this is impressive.
This is good. Not a lot of talc dust.
No, this is that harder, nicer talc like up in other areas.
Right. It keeps going. Let's get up here and we'll see.
Okay. Yeah,
we're going to explore this whole thing in this video. It's got to be one long video. So we're trying to choose between camping down there and camping in here. It's quite hot in here. I mean, and this going over here, there is good airflow because going over here, there is an opening. I'll turn the light off. See that there. And this goes because this had track. So, but we should probably be able to get AM radio down here at night. Usually it'll go underground. Not. Are you still going that way?
Yeah, it faces out.
Okay. Any openings?
No.
Yeah, I like the idea of being over there. Looks like a very small deposit, like this is it. Yeah. From kind of here to over there where we were, but this is home for the night. It's nice and level. It's not dusty. We have a couple openings here, so we have 2 escape routes. So if there was a problem, we could go up through there or back out the way we came. And there's good airflow, and maybe the radio will work in here. We'll have to try. Underground campsite. So we brought too much stuff as usual.
Yeah.
Sleeping pad, sleeping bag, about 4 or 5 phones, 2 vintage radios, which is what this video is all about. Oranges. We have Mountain House lasagna. We have basmati rice and chickpea turmeric curry. Oranges. Trail mix. Sterno. I want to try and see if sterno will boil water. It's a lot lighter than a propane camp stove. We got our Bluetooth box thing here, which is probably the heaviest thing here. I got about, I don't know, 3.5 liters of water, plenty of flashlights, paper towels, all kinds of stuff here. And we got our I'm homeless, please give me money sign, and a whole lot more. Yeah, we were looking at this, and I feel the air blowing in here occasionally. But it gets so dim, when the wind kicks up, it blows, you can see the sand comes down in here. And listening to that radio, they were saying there might be a bit of a windstorm and a whiteout. So this might get interesting. Billboard Top 100, 1979. Okay, let's go exploring. Of course, these all come to an end here. We have our camp over here. Underground camp. So we got that drift back behind us, and we'll come back and check out the radios tonight and see if we get any DX here underground. We should. Does that go down?
Yes.
It does. Oh crap, there's a level right there.
Yeah.
Dude, we might not be on the first level.
You might be right.
Because we were only 75 feet via the rope.
Okay.
Okay, let's get down there. Okay, that just faces out there. This should go back to where we came in. Ooh, it goes the other direction too. Ooh, look at it. There's the...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, where the sand stops coming in, it looks clean.
Yeah.
Dare walk across this?
It looks sturdy.
Flexy, flexy.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah. Bridge of Death. Oh, cool. You know, yeah, just come across it. Don't worry about it.
Someone really liked their pears.
All of a sudden, I feel cold air. You feel that right there?
I feel that. And now it's warm again.
Slick sheet. Oh, wow, it goes this way too, huh?
It's really warm back here.
Yeah, those let go off of the ceiling.
Yeah.
Is that it?
It turns.
It turns? Okay, so that is it. It's a fairly small deposit area. But it still looks cool. Yeah, it gets cold right here. So the air is still blowing down. These things oh, someone had a barbecue in here.
Oh, yeah.
That's just brilliant.
Right.
To start taking timber and burning it down in here.
What could go wrong?
Now to get down there and continue down.
Yeah.
Look at how those tracks are curled over like that. Right here.
Oh, whoa.
But check this out. I think it gets too vertical for us.
I think you're right.
Maybe not. Yeah, this is, if you look at it, look at the dust blowing down. There's air blowing straight down.
Yeah.
There's a level like every 50 feet. Actually, looks like that's the bottom right there. But we got a level here. So this is a very small mine. I'm going to say, what, 200 feet vertical?
Yeah, something like that.
We should be able to get down there. We'll just use that pipe. Yep, here's the bottom.
Okay.
I think.
Looks like it goes straight back a little more.
Wow, look at these little tiny. The drill hole. Nobody in there. It's where they drill a hole and put the dynamite in to blast it. There's another one right there. This is where they stopped working. Yep. Your connectors for your air and water go on your drill. And then this is, they're pumping air in here because when you blast, they're probably using something I don't want to say and ruin the video, but something that sawdust and something like that. But yeah, you have to pump.
I can't tell. I see track.
Down there?
Yeah.
So it continues?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, let me shimmy on down.
Okay, he's going to go check it out. Are there tracks?
Yeah, there's track. Looks like it kept going.
They obviously, this is the last place they worked it, though. So who knows?
Never mind.
What?
I think it faces out.
Yeah. I was looking up. We're about 200 feet from the surface. There's air blowing at my face. It's sort of a natural convection thing because it's colder outside than it is inside. The heat will start rising out of one area and sucking the cold air. Cold air will fall in another area. So these things, as long as there's two openings that are separated, the air will never go stagnant. They create their own weather pattern. Okay, we're up on this platform. That's it.
That's all she wrote.
Yep, faces out right there. It's a very narrow ore body. It's basically just like a cylinder and they punch down through it, you know? A lot of airflow though. Oh, you know why? Because it's getting cold outside. Probably it's 5 o'clock. We're probably in temperature inversion.
Yeah.
So out here in the desert, right at sunset, when the sun goes over the mountains, it pushes the cold air down. And the temperature will drop 30 degrees and then it'll come back up. It's weird. So we're going to go out. I'll grab the radio. We'll go out and do some gray line and take a look at the sunset. We came out for sunset over the sand dunes. Wow, is it quiet out here? The air is so still. Okay, apparently we got visitors coming up here. Are they on the road? Yeah. We should go back down inside and blast the elevator music. Is that them right there? Right here. Yeah, there they are. Wow. You gotta be kidding me. Do you think they're invaders? Should I scream as loud as I can? This is totally unexpected. This is not part of the video at all. I'd say what we do is we move very slowly back over to where the radio is. You know what we could do? We could just turn the radio on and leave it there and then go up on the hill and video what they do.
Hey, how's it going?
Going well, how are y'all?
Pretty good.
Y'all been in the mines?
Yeah.
Nice. Is this the one that's from the 50s? Do you guys know?
No idea.
And they ride off into the sunset. We invited them to go in, but they seem totally intimidated by it. Like, why?
Yeah, this is easy.
Yeah. There's the moon.
Oh, yeah.
Probably zoom in on that pretty good. There it is. Yeah, I don't get it, man. It doesn't make sense. Well, the Subaru Forester does for sure,
Yes.
but it's just weird that they're like, yeah, we need an extra light source. Well, dude, you're out here at night. It's just as dangerous out here at night with one light source. It is down in there. I don't know. So, do you think we're safe?
I think we're safe.
You don't think they're? I don't think they probably don't have the aptitude to break into a car.
Yeah. I don't know.
Sustainable for the rest of the season. And God has created us here, so now we have to
Look at my sense stuff, man.
nature.
Oh yeah.
Fixing tomorrow's unexpected breakdowns today. Keep your home running safely and comfortably.
We get this. This is, it's a process. It's in.
This is a real DXer. I knew it would be. Get your thumbnail right there.
I don't ever say that anymore. No, I mean, we used to have.
Oh yeah. Nothing but the best. Oh yeah, here it is. This is what you get every night at 9 o'clock. This versus voice to text.
I may even be able to help you live longer by helping you avoid all the stress that comes with up to 50% of your retirement being gone in a single year.
Really? Holy shit!
In the NFL. Remember, this is a team that.
Wow.
Now, we know the Chiefs have had their issues, man.
Check that out.
But they went in on celebratory Super Bowl Kansas City. His challenger. The drug-free solution that helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier.
So who wants that? I want drugs, damn it. Pump me up, Daddy.
One school for student transfers.
All right, we'll take it back down inside in a minute. We'll take it back down inside and try it out. But this sunset just, wow, man. With the moon in the background, that's cool. Yeah, so there they go. And very bizarre. And the moon is behind the clouds now, so it is going to be dark out here tonight, like just starlight. Like, yeah. Like totally, Well, back underground. I've been in a lot of mines where AM works its way underground, and I'm having to hike up towards one of the openings to the surface. But yeah, I've been in several where AM goes quite deep underground, especially at night. Because, I mean, it is ground wave, right?
Republicans gathered on the House floor and voted to make their majority somehow
Yeah, I mean, there's an opening right there. But if I go down right there where we're camped out, nothing. Nothing. I was going to try and boil water with sterno in this stainless steel cup. And then cook the lasagna. But, you know, I'm damn lazy. I think the sterno would probably boil the water. I think what I'm going to do is just eat this. This is sort of a weird video for my channel. So we have 360 calories here and 390 here. I mean, that's a whole meal, you know, and this is, it's organic, so at least it's not full of glyphosates. Protein 13 grams. Guess that's not too bad. And then how much is in the rice? The rice has 9 grams. Not that we really care about that because this is probably mostly a carb trip. And then we got some oranges and yeah, why not? Just eat this. I'm lazy. Well, we made it. It's the next morning. It didn't collapse on us. I kind of like this mine because it's kind of cavernous and open. Could throw a big party in here. But there's one thing we didn't check out, that drift that kept going off this first level over here. If we go back to the main, hop up on that. All the sand that's come in here. We did not go this way. Which I don't expect anything, but anywhere there's an opening, it just blows that sand in here. Wow, just more. They actually took a lot out of this. It's just not in the form of tunnels. It's like caverns. You know, it looks like someone had a fire there. I can't believe anyone would be that stupid. Oh, I see. This was a ramp. They were using that to shovel to push the ore up into the ore car that was sitting here. Oh yeah, the sun is up. This is probably an area I wouldn't hang out in. You can see all the stuff collapsing off the roof. Yeah, very, very cool. Very big, wide open spaces. All packed up, ready to go. And we got our, we left something here we found in the parking lot, which I think belongs in here for the next visitor. And you come out, and this is your view. Very nice, very peaceful. No car alarms or barking dogs or banging stereos. Just the radio clicking away in my pocket that we fixed. There's other stuff out here. We'll do another radio and come back out here, do some of the other stuff. There's other mines and stuff out here. And how? These are our footprints coming in the big deep holes. And these are the invaders' footprints. And I think they weigh a lot less than we do. I mean, yeah, we're carrying heavy packs, but wow, they hardly broke the surface tension. We just like dug right in, tore it up. Look at this. It looks like they maybe made a decision to turn around right here. Oh, yeah. And then backed off on it. Look, both of them. See, they made a loop right here. You're right. See that? Like, maybe we shouldn't, but maybe we should, but 200 feet, oh man. So now we come to the automotive repair portion of the show. Yes. And what happened is one of the caliper bolts came out on the way in here. Yep. And you said it was the top? The bottom. The bottom came out. So when you step on the brake, the bottom of the caliper wants to walk out and bind with the rotation. So if you move it to the bottom, then it could vibrate and tilt out and hit the wheel, but I mean, there's special bolts. The other option we have is take the wheel off, take the caliper completely off, sandwich something in between the caliper so that the cylinder doesn't pop out, and then tie the caliper inside to the suspension, and then it would just pull when you step on the brake. I mean, we can try moving it to the bottom. You have a socket? Yeah. They're specialized bolts. We can't really substitute it. No, we can't. I don't think we could take a... Yeah, you can't. You couldn't run a piece of wire through it and bend it over either. It's tight on there, but those are not near tight enough, dude.
No,
It should be on there at 100 foot-pounds at least. I see, yeah.
Thank you, Discount Tire.
You sure? I think it's, I'm just curious to see how tight this one is. Yeah, loose.
Wow.
These are loose, man.
Holy shit.
You should put these tight and then tighter.
Yeah.
Like put a pipe on this thing, but yeah, ideally use a torque wrench. It's not the main caliper bolt that's missing. It's the big one that holds the whole assembly to the knuckle here. And then it's pulling out and rubbing down here. So move the bolt to the bottom. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull up on this, like lift. I can't believe people leave brake bolts loose. Well, we're here, we're going to check these. 14. Oh, dude, come on. They're seriously at like 8 foot-pounds, if that. Yeah, dude, you need to go back. If you didn't do this, you need to go back to whoever did it and, like, seriously tell them to get their shit in order, because this is not cool. He's gone?
Yeah.
What happened?
He closed his shop down.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah.
Probably had an accident. Okay, we found a torque wrench. Yeah. Did you get an adapter? No. So, yeah, we don't have an adapter for the 3/8 torque wrench. So I'm just to 1/2-inch socket. So I'm just going to literally just pull on this as hard as I can. I don't know what the spec is, but I don't think I can break the bolt. More video opportunities. We have missing upper control arm bushings.
Wow.
This thing must clatter and bang like a... This is bad.
That is horrible.
All right, well, I think this will get you home, but it's not ideal.
No.
Put the tire back on and we'll tighten the other side up.
Okay.
All right, shut it off. We're going to try and check this one and see if this one's loose or tight, those main bolts. Can you get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Is it loose?
No.
You should not be able to turn that like that. Any movement?
No.
Any movement?
Nope.
Yeah, but you still need to take the wheels off and go over everything.
I do.
I mean, this is...
I need to get that control arm fixed.
This
too.
is risky being out here.
Yeah.
And having loose bolts. Someone forgot to tighten the frickin' bolts. They're only hand tight on the suspension parts.